In a world in which the pressure of time, stress and performance shape our lives, more and more people yearn for deceleration.
For
many people, the garden is a retreat. That's because our everyday lives are hectic and stressful, and the garden is thereby a green oasis for us all, making it an extremely important haven for many people. More cities around the world place emphasis on sustainability and putting nature back into focus, with new concepts for planting vegetation on roofs, building facades and gardens. Reykjavik in Iceland spoils its inhabitants with 410.8 square meters of green area per person and is thereby Europe's and the world's greenest city. Stefan Lorberg, spoga+gafa's director, recognizes the significance green oases have for people. More than ever, gardens have the job of slowing things down, providing an area of calm and relaxation, and giving people a kind of security and home. It's gaining an entirely new significance. The longing for a green oasis is becoming reality with the help of roof terraces, leafy balconies and gardens, whether in the big city or peripheral areas. For years, turnover for garden and landscape construction has only been moving in one direction and set a new record in the year 2018. 18,000 companies generated an annual turnover of approximately 8.41 billion euros. Investment in urban parks is increasing. City gardening is a major trend.
City gardening, urban gardening.
City gardening, urban gardening as it used to be called. In other words, the creation of small oases of calm in an extremely hectic world. We've observed a great demand for it in towns as well as the country, as has the industry. There are increasing numbers of solutions. The green portion of our living environment is a significant factor for urbanites' environmental quality and quality of life. In Germany, some town councils provide attractive financial startup aid for roof greening. Incentives are often in the 10 to 20 euro per square meter of vegetated area. Vegetating a roof area, assuming the structural requirements are met, is initially not a major problem. Sure, it's an investment. The post-installation benefits, the benefits for oneself, but also for one's environment, are huge. Green oases do not only ensure improved quality of life, they also have an extremely positive effect on the environment. Scientists at Oxford University have named the planting of trees as the best method of expelling carbon dioxide from the atmosphere and battling global warming. Climate has a great significance in its relation to horticulture. In our business, time is everything. A good summer with high temperatures means our turnover increases too. For us, it's just like it is for beverage and beer companies. High temperatures in summer means you sell a lot. Low temperatures, sales are poor. Mild winters and hot summers are an indication of how the weather may be in the future. Many gardeners like the fact that the garden season begins earlier in the year and that autumn lasts longer. However, climate change also has less pleasant consequences for the garden. The hot weather and extreme situation for plants usually means stress. That means they are more susceptible to disease and pests. That will have an effect. We don't know yet. There may be long-term consequences, damaged plants. I'm assuming it will have an influence. The garden and balcony furniture market profited significantly from the summer of the century. The volume of sales in Germany of 1.27 billion euros corresponds to an increase of over 4% on the previous year, 2017. The positive development in the overall market is also reflected in the individual product groups. Turnover increased here too in 2018. This warm weather is very good news. As a result, we were present in the various branches all summer long, and were able to profit from strong growth in July and August. The hot summer really did have a positive influence on our turnover. The garden as a living environment is also developing into an outdoor kitchen. With weatherproof work surfaces, wash basins and cooking areas, our home green areas keep providing greater incentives to shift our lives outside.
We saw a few years ago consumers investing a lot in things like barbecues or smokers or cookers for outside. While they're still doing that, they're now really going into the next step or the next level with that and really investing in things like outdoor kitchens.
The desire to connect with the primal goes hand in hand with the intelligent development of smart helpers in the garden too. Mowing robots have dealt with the pesky task of cutting the grass for a while now. Garden sensors provide information via app as to when things need watering, and smart economical irrigation systems can be controlled from the comfort of one's living room. Interest in smart garden helpers continues worldwide. According to the Society for Consumer Research, in 2018, the market share assumed by smart mowing robots rose more than 65%.
Smart gardening is nicht ganz.
Smart gardening is not so new. The industry has been observing the automation of devices becoming more intelligent for a long time, and see it moving into the gardens of our homes. What's really interesting this year is irrigation, whether it be in our everyday lives or watering during the holidays. This is something the industry is giving a lot of thought to. In the future, nature and technology will continue to go hand in hand, thus ensuring the sustained and intelligent preservation and stimulation of green oases.